My insecurities.
I don't know if your lisp is your insecurity. I'm sorry.
Oh, I have tons of insecurities.
Yeah, because you're human.
It's like, man, are you kidding me? When there's a million people watching you every week, you kidding me? I'm incredibly insecure. So I hope your first question is going to be like really, really good.
All right.
And not like, so how does it feel to be you?
How does it feel?
I'll be like, how does it feel not to be me? Like, I don't know.
Well, you said you get scared when you're kind of.
Are we on right now?
Yeah, I think we are.
Wait a minute, are we on or not?
He's not on? We're rolling? Okay.
Wait a minute, so the show has started?
Yeah.
We just started rolling right now.
Oh, thanks for telling me.
Yeah, that was okay. Can I like do my intro then? Okay. Welcome back to the Eagle Time podcast.
That's so gangster.
That's
the way
something
you brought
new.
Your hands together.
That's something new I wanted to try, and I'm your host, Raina Spica. And today we have a really cool person with us.
You do, B.B. Freeman.
B.B. Freeman. Look at him, already introducing himself.
Yeah.
We love that self-confidence.
Yeah, it's for all the people that I know, not in my demographic.
Well, why don't you tell us about your show? Like, let's see. You wanted me to do a really
Now I'm doing a show with a host who's never watched my show.
Oh,
I'm
have you never
so
watched sorry.
It?
I did
you
recently.
Dropped the ball.
Okay, you know what?
You never interview a celebrity after never having watched them. You don't do that. You gotta watch their show so that you can talk about what it is
I should have watched the show. I'm sorry.
Wow. Would you do that to Jimmy Fallon?
I'm busy. Would I do that to Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah. Would you do that to Colbert?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I'm here, Jimmy Fallon. I don't know who you are.
Oh wow. Painful.
I am so sorry,
So
and I
sorry,
promise
Jimmy.
I will watch your show right after this interview.
Jimmy, I will make her watch your show. Don't worry. Jimmy Fallon. That's called The Tonight Show. It's only like actually Colbert now is number one in late night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it used to be The Tonight Show for like years and years, but now I think it's Colbert. I think.
Look at that. He's been overtaken. That's insane.
Yeah.
He's just like, if you were on the night show, what would you say to Jimmy?
Well, it's called The Two-Night Show.
Oh, the Two-Night Show. Yeah, sorry. Two-Night Show. I'm sorry.
I think you're so young. You don't know. You're like, if you're on The Night Show. I'm like, well, since I don't know no show called The Night Show, I don't know what I'd say. What is my show like? Well, it's like late night, but it's smart.
It's smart.
Yeah,
hey,
I like to be really clever on it, but yeah, like it's a clever show. It's about it's not about everything. It's about politically. It's about politics, but not the politics of Washington, D.C. It's about the politics of how we deal and don't deal with each other as human beings. That's what the show is really about.
Huh. Okay. Like, especially when we're going up to election day already, and it's just
but I'll never approach it. Like I'll never have anything to say about that. It'll not really be about that because it's not.
It's not.
No, not really. Because people, people don't vote for a candidate. They vote against you.
That's wow. I've never thought about it that way.
Yeah,
that actually makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, that's how it works. So since nobody knows that or has ever said that, I said, okay, well, that's going to be my thing. Yeah. And so I said I'll be political. But my show is what's called an evergreen show.
Okay.
I never talk about something happening in the news like right now because then 3 weeks now you can watch the show a year from now,
right? And
it's still fresh.
Yeah.
But if I date it by talking about the election, then you say, oh, this is a rerun, and then you don't want to watch it.
Exactly. I've heard people doing that, like they'll put in memes or something that were 2 years there before so you can remember them, not something that like actually was happening, right? Because then the show's not relevant anymore.
It's not relevant. Yeah, why are you even watching it?
Yeah, and I guess that leads to my question. How do you keep your shows relevant, or how do you think is a good way to keep your shows relevant?
I don't think there's a way to not keep your show relevant with everything that's going on in the world.
That's true. There's a lot of stuff.
If first you have to be a good communicator, and I'm a good communicator, so it's...
You definitely are.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You communicated that well to me, by the way.
No, guy...
You're a good communicator, too.
Look at that. Two good communicators communicating right now.
Right. I love it. How many times have we said communicate in this sentence?
I don't know. Too many.
I think in like the last minute. It's been like 17. It's just... caring about getting whatever it is that you think out. Now, me as a stand-up, it's like that's all you do as a comic is try to get out. This is my point of view. This is my voice. Yes, when you have your own show, it's the same thing. This is my point of view. This is my voice. It's only that instead of it just being you on a stage doing it, the whole show reflects BD and BD's voice.
You think it's like really impactful? Does it really help you express your creativity or art to everyone? Just like, does it help with you in your day-to-day life being like, oh, I can explain this to everyone and these people are actually going to listen and want to know? No,
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think it's really different talking to people like just in the world and talking to people when you're doing a television show are two completely different things. So pardon me.
No.
I just had lunch and now I'm like
what'd you have for lunch?
I had a Dairy Queen hot dog and like 3 fries. That's just about all I could have because the day is so busy.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
But it was good, though. It was pretty good.
I bet. That must have been
great.
I want Dairy Queen now.
See, Dairy Queen, you owe me money. I just gave you guys a blast.
Whoa.
So send me some money.
Yeah, he literally just did free advertising for you, Dairy Queen.
When I get home, I'll have an envelope with an old, moldy, washed out, melted ice cream cone inside of it. Here you go. Thanks a lot for the mention, BD. That's what they'll send me. It's melted ice cream.
Oh, yeah, they better.
I'll be like, oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, I mean, it's really. Oh wait, what did you ask?
Just you were talking about Dairy Queen, right? And I was gonna like you were saying it's like really busy, and you could only have like 3 fries.
Yeah,
I was just like it's hectic.
I literally had 5 minutes to eat something.
How would you describe your day-to-day schedule now, especially since you're on tour? Yeah, when you're on tour.
It starts about 6 o'clock in the morning, and you got to do interviews, and then you get done doing interviews
with the basic questions.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. That's why I'm glad. This show so far, you're doing great.
Okay, I'm so glad. Like, my heart is beating so fast. It's like, oh, I have to come up with something good.
You haven't asked all the regular questions because you get them over and over again, and then sometimes you have to do what's called press junkets, and at a junket, it's like they put you in a hotel, and then you are. So it's like a hotel ballroom, and then they section it off. So it's like BD Freeman is right here, and then this person with this show is here, and this person with this show is here.
Oh my God!
And it's all the way around the room, and then all the different news people come and they sit down, set their cameras down. You don't move, they move. They come to your little space and they set their cameras down and then proceed to ask you the same questions that the last person asked you. And it goes on forever.
Oh my God. That sounds like torture. That's like a torture mechanism.
It is, man. It's like, it is so, it just gets, what happens is that you start to become like, you start to become a jerk.
Yeah.
I have to fight against becoming a jerk. You know what I mean? It's like, so how are you liking your life? Oh, my life totally sucks. How do you like yours? You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, and so I have to guard against like, why does your life suck? Because I'm sitting here with you. I don't want to be like that. So I have to always like raise my energy level up so that each interview
that's like
is something worthwhile.
Right. That's like me going to class every day. I just have to, the teacher will be droning on and on about a topic I already know about, and I'll be like, yep, I'm totally paying attention. I want to punch you in the face so hard right now. No offense to any teachers that are watching this,
hey, I'm out of school, so let me say offense to every teacher. Offense.
Damn.
I want to offend. I hated school. I hated being in classes. And I hated people telling me stuff that I already friggin' knew, man.
Yeah,
it's
that's like the basic stuff.
I get how to buy milk, bro, but thanks for the class. I mean, it's just a drag, man.
It is.
It's like, when are you ever going to use algebra? Boy, glad I took that algebra class. Now I'm a star, I mean, it's like, no, it don't work like that.
I mean, I guess it depends where you go. I personally think geometry is pretty useless unless you're going into like a carpentry or building job. Why do we invest a year into geometry?
You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing about school.
This doesn't become a thing to complain about school.
Here's the thing about school to give you at least hope. All right, school is not there to teach you reading, writing, and arithmetic. It is not there for that. School is there to teach you how to learn. That's it.
Teach me how to learn so I can learn on my own.
Yeah, you can learn on your own.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
That's what it is. School is only there to teach you how to learn, how to find information, how to cross-reference it, and how to disseminate it once you've done that. That's it. That's all school's for.
Yeah, so would you say school helped you in that aspect?
Hell no.
No, it didn't help.
They told me I was unteachable. I failed every class except for my performance art classes. Every class. Math, reading, English, history, science, social studies, you name it. I failed it. I failed gym. How do you fail gym?
By not trying.
By not showing up, apparently, because I was never there.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, hey, if I'm on a record course, why am I going to want to ruin it with a B in gym, right? I got a good F course happening. Why am I going to mess that up, right?
But you passed your performing arts classes, and that says a lot. Yeah.
A's and all of that.
That kind of shows, like, what you want to do with your life, right?
Well, I already knew that. Nobody needed to tell me, hey, you're good at this. You should do this. I was like, this is what I'm going to do, and all this other crap is unnecessary to me.
That makes sense.
But I'm not saying that's unnecessary for students. I probably should go. It's not unnecessary for students.
Focus on your studies.
Get that on your
GPA. Come on.
I'm a multimillionaire and never graduated, but for you, it may be different.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone can
go and study.
Not everyone can become a star like this guy. So,
I'm looking over at your teacher who's sitting there sweating. He's like, I'm going to get in so much trouble for this.
Showing this podcast
we have this guy here? Why did we have him here? Damn it, we knew he was a comedian. Those Hollywood people.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm not gonna ask like how Hollywood is, because I'm sure Hollywood is just like everywhere else.
No,
it's different in some aspects, but like
what Hollywood is like? Yeah. Hollywood, it's like high school. It's exactly.
So it's like torture.
Yeah, it's a different kind of torture, but I mean, I love Hollywood. I do, because I love my work.
Of course.
But it's just like high school. You got your jocks, you got your nerds, you got your dweebs.
They even have the stereotypes.
You got your burnouts, your goths.
That's like in every high school movie they have those stereotypes, because they're basing it off people in Hollywood.
Because that's life. So when the writers write it, they're writing their experience. Exactly. And their experience, in the worst experience you could have in your life is high school. That right there, high school or prison. Those two things are the worst experiences that you could have in your life. So I'm not saying that high school is terrible, anyone. I'm just saying that it's like prison. There's some prisons that people think is okay. Come on, they took Oz and made a whole series about it.
They get free food and they have to pay for it.
Yeah,
they just have to steal something. And
there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your commissary up, girl.
Actually, they get a house. That's better than most homeless people.
Yeah,
they get food. They might make friends, or they might lose friends.
Yeah, you might get real close friends too. Maybe so close you didn't want them friends. But it could happen.
I'm just saying,
I'm just saying that it's a people place.
I mean,
that's all I'm saying. You got to be a people person. But it's to say that that's high school. I mean, when writers write about it, but just when you're watching things in movies in Hollywood, the reason it reflects high school is because everybody went. We all went there, so it reflects. And Hollywood is exactly like high school.
It's a little different nowadays, but I think so.
No,
I'm in high school right now.
I've been to high school and I live in Hollywood, so I can tell you it's exactly the same.
Maybe.
Thing. There are people. You got your populars. And you got your people who are really kind of like their own thing. These are your independents.
Yeah, they're like. That's me. That's actually me right there.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm an independent.
Yeah.
But I love talking to people. As you can see, I'm a communicator.
Well, me too, yeah.
Yeah. I can't. That's why I go to high school to like make connections and friends.
Really? So when you were in junior high, you were like, okay, my plan.
I could have chose to homeschool. My mom actually gave me that choice, and but she was like, but you can do extracurriculars in school, and you can ace those, and then be really successful in those later in life, right?
Well, that's true.
I mean, you did that with the performing arts,
now,
like right? And so that's kind of, I could say if that's the only reason you went to high school.
That was the only reason.
Exactly. And
but
look where you are now.
But just because I was like a total failure in school, it doesn't mean that I don't want other people to be total failures in school.
Wise advice.
I was. But you know what? It worked out.
Okay.
It all worked out.
Yeah, the 1% of people that go there.
I'm surviving.
Surviving with the, it's like, he's doing good, guys.
I'm doing all right.
I can tell the way this guy, he has a presence. He walks in this room strutting his stuff like.
It's actually a malfunction of my leg. I grew it's one leg longer than the other, so it looks like a strut.
Oh, okay.
That's a joke.
No,
I did come in strutting.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Wow, y'all take things serious here.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry I said that. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say I'm sorry for saying that. I was just gonna say like, okay.
No, it was it's just
Yeah, and I was like,
I strut.
I didn't notice it.
I strut. I gotta strut. I strut when I walk.
It's good.
You know, I feel all right because everybody's got to strut sometimes.
You need that energy for Hollywood and everything, right? Let's show that.
You should have it.
You should have it.
Did people totally hear me drinking like on the air? Damn, that's not crazy.
Everyone's gonna like get that.
Here's a lot of times what I sound like.
That's a wow.
That was a delicious drink.
You should do a commercial or something for like Monster Energy. That was yeah.
The people sitting at home were going, yeah, man, that's my favorite drink too, bro. Who are you looking at that's over my shoulder?
Oh,
you keep looking over my shoulder. I'm like,
I'm kind of just looking at the camera a little bit.
Okay.
Little bit of a bad
habit. Looking at your van, you keep looking at you. You can't even looking at me.
You
She's
need that attitude,
looking
man.
at you, looking at the camera, checking yourself out.
Because I'm also a performing arts person. I need that attitude. I need to be like,
too.
I strut.
You're strutting too.
I gotta get that good posture and look like I own the room.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
go ahead,
exactly.
do your thing.
You're gonna be successful in everything. You gotta have a huge ego.
Go on.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on. So what's your next? Give me your next question. Make sure it's a good one. It's got to be good. Don't make them like everyone else's. Ask me something. Ask me something no one's ever asked me before.
No one's ever asked you before.
Isn't that just like asking? That's like the total jerk thing to do as a guest, to give you like that much.
No, I totally.
That much of a platform. Ask me something no one's ever asked me before.
But it's boring to ask the same questions.
I'll tell you what's boring. And
I understand. Like,
what's boring is answering the same questions.
I'm sure, exactly. Maybe. I thought of something that I can't say. Like, no, like I was gonna be like, do you ever want to like, if you could sock a person in the face, would you?
Donald Trump.
I just
right
stated
out the barrel.
Stated his political opinion.
Had it loaded and right in there, bam, just like that.
Yeah, that's my question. If you could sock one person in the face,
there you go. I just told you.
I kind of agree. To be honest,
I just split my audience in half.
No offense to any people who support Donald Trump, but actually we are offensive to you because we do not like Donald Trump whatsoever.
Well, you know, man. You asked and I told you the truth.
I mean, what's your opinion on Biden? We're not gonna make this a political.
Well, that's another punch in the face. A little lighter, but still.
A little lighter. Okay.
A little lighter, but still. If I was in D.C., I'd just be punching left and right, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. Like, oh my God, there's so much that could be fixed.
Yeah, man.
So much, like.
That's why I'm not a Democrat or a Republican.
They can make school better.
I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a libertarian.
Are you an independent?
I'm not an independent.
You have a show about politics, but like,
I'm none of it.
You're not participating in politics.
Well, I mean, I participate just enough to be an American. That's just enough. Because,
that's pretty much how
it's all a letdown. You know what I mean? It's all a letdown. I have a proposition, though. I really do. I think that like what America should do to get the correct politicians in office is that everybody in the United States should refuse to go to work until everybody in Washington, D.C. quits their jobs, leaves their offices. We are able to put in a provincial government until we can decide who it is on a grassroots level that we want to represent us.
That would be the biggest strike of the century, and you could be leading it. Like
I don't want to. I'm too lazy for that. You saw the way I drink. Come on. I'm too lazy for that. I get up too late in the day to be in a march.
You put so much effort into that drink. Like, you were even like, that is a delicious drink.
So good.
Like, you put more effort into that than I do into school.
Wow.
And I have straight A's. Like,
well, don't brag about it.
You're bragging right here.
You're like, I'm so much smarter than you. Hee-haw. I got straight A's. I don't even have to be here. I show up and just take the test.
That's exactly what I do. Half the time I'm on my phone. Like,
I wish I had. I wish I was smart like that, but I'm not.
It's not necessarily about being smart. It's just like you do your work and then you get that grade, and all that matters is the grade point average nowadays. It's not even about learning. Like,
wow, really?
Yeah, it's gotten to that point. It's bad.
Mine was 0.0, completely incomplete.
Like nothing.
I didn't go. I stopped going to classes. I was like, I wasn't, it was like, I'm not learning anything. And I don't think that they're like really going to miss me. So I just stayed in the theater, basically.
I have to ask, were you like the jokester of the class, the class clown?
The jokester in the class gets shot in a shootout in the middle of the night at a Hotel 6.
Oh my God.
About 10 years after high school. No, I was not the class clown. I was very, very quiet. See, to be funny, to be an actor, and especially to be a comedian, you have to learn first how to pay attention. I watched everything that was going on, but I didn't. And I liked talking to people, but I was no class clown. Nah.
That's.
In fact, the guy that was the class clown did get shot 10 years out of high school at a motel right here in Racine.
Oh my God!
And is gone now. So yeah.
Guys, don't be joking off in class.
It's not good to be a class clown. You know? If you want to be in comedy, pay attention.
Pay attention. So, like, just be quiet and sitting there. So, instead of being the star of the show, just, like, be silent and crack a joke when no one's expecting
Well, the thing is that you got to know this, and that's that there's nothing in the world funnier than the truth.
I love watching, comedy shows, right? And whenever they bring up something that's in, like, now, it's happening now, or I know you were doing, like, the evergreen stuff where you don't talk about what's happening now, but they bring up something that happened 2 years and still a little bit relevant, and it's, like, it's hilarious because everyone can relate to it.
Yeah, because everybody knows that. Yeah.
Everyone knows it. And
I try to stay away from that because of that, because to me, it's too easy. My comedy's got to be clever.
It's got to be clever.
Yeah. But that's not putting anybody down. I'm a fan of everybody.
You a fan of Trevor Noah?
Yeah. Oh, you have no idea how big a fan I am.
I love Trevor Noah. One of my favorite comedians ever.
I've never met him. He's one of the few people I've never run into. Never hung out.
Oh my God.
But I love the dude. I think he's fantastic.
What would you do if you could be with Trevor Noah? Like today, what would you do? Just hang out? Like go to a restaurant?
Yeah, you do what comedians do. We just hang out. Go to a restaurant, sit, and to talk about crap, and then try to top each other like with jokes.
I would love to see a collab between you two. That would be hilarious.
It would be. You may. I can't. I'm not going to talk about it or anything, but I ain't going to talk about nothing. But maybe.
Maybe. Okay, I can't wait for that Netflix special.
Maybe one day that could happen.
Maybe it could.
There are wheels that are turning, and I hope that they turn in right away.
Do you like Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias?
I do. I think he's great.
It's great. Do you do? Oh wait, I was wondering. Do you do like the voices? Like, do you mimic people and stuff? Like,
I started off doing that.
You started off doing
that? I wasn't like really great at it. I was good enough to get laughs because it was almost the person. You know?
But it was like, oh, he's not.
Yeah, it was almost them. But that's how most comedians start off, though. Is like with. You know, you're looking for something to springboard off of. So doing like different voices of people is a way to springboard into comedy.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
but yeah, that was years ago. I don't do that anymore.
Like, I like to do a Russian accent to make fun of it. Okay, wait. Okay. Communist Russia.
Ah.
I am from communist Russia.
Oh, wow. That is it. You know what's so funny is that Russia ain't even communist anymore.
I know.
But somehow you're from there. So apparently you're a time traveler from the 80s.
My dad is
nice to meet you.
Yeah, I know. I just like saying communist Russia.
Is he on camera? My man right here?
No.
See, the engineer is not on camera, but I keep looking at him to see like what he's laughing at. And I love it, man. This guy, he's got the perfect face.
Jaden makes
for a comedian to be able to gauge if what he's saying is funny or not.
Yeah, like he's trying not to laugh so his thing doesn't come up, but he's giving you that little smile.
Yeah. I can see. I'm taking the temperature of like, am I getting away with this? From Jaden.
Yeah, and one of our other members is also laughing over there silently.
You laughing over there?
Yeah, I can see
What
her.
was the funniest part? What do you think was the funniest? The prison joke.
The prison joke.
You know your stuff, girl. Yeah.
She knows the high school.
That was hella funny. That was hella funny. And then I put a joke in there that only some people will get. If you like Cheech and Chong, you'll get that joke.
Oh.
And if you don't know who Cheech and Chong is, you'll never get it.
I do not get it.
Then you'll never get that joke. I already did it. I won't do it again.
Okay, well. Unfortunately, like this has been like one of the most enjoyable podcasts I've ever done.
I think that this is probably the best podcast you guys have ever done. I'm the best guest you've ever had, and this is the best podcast you guys have ever done. And you're gonna have so many numbers from this.
Yes.
Of getting, and then you guys.
I really hope our view count goes up because we desperately need it.
It's gonna go so far up, and you guys are gonna be making money, and you're never gonna.
I will show you the video when it's done. I gotta ask my last question. Did I do a good job interviewing you?
You were fantastic. This was the most enjoyable interview I have had, and no bull. This is the most enjoyable interview I've had since January. Yeah. What is it now? Is it March? Yeah, it's March.
It's March.
Hey, what is today's date?
March 28th, I believe.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's right. It's B.D. Freeman Day.
It's B.D. Freeman Day.
Yeah, people don't know it's B.D. Freeman Day.
We will celebrate We will celebrate this day as the time B.D. Freeman came.
No. It actually is B.D. Freeman.
Oh, it actually is actually.
They made a proclamation.
Oh my God!
That March 28th is B.D. Freeman Day in Racine, Wisconsin.
That's a great coincidence.
It's wonderful. What's even better is that you didn't know that at all. Didn't even lead off with it.
I
didn't
did
do no kind of studying up
I
on me at all.
researched you.
No
kind
preparation
of.
was involved.
I did though.
How would you not know that today is B.D. Freeman
I've only
Day?
lived in Racine for a year and a half.
But that don't. You still could look me up.
I didn't know some people celebrated.
You still should look me up to see.
I'm sorry, they don't go on a parade like going around the
place. They gave me a parade.
When?
Oh my God! On the time that they gave you B.D. Freeman Day.
Tell me, because last year they didn't give you a parade.
Unbelievable.
Last year they didn't give you a parade.
I wasn't here last year.
I know, but
I was supposed to be here, but I got into a car accident. I was hurt. I was laid up. I was in the hospital. And now she put me down because I was laid up in the hospital and couldn't make it for B.D. Freeman Day.
If you come here again for another interview, I promise I'll do my research properly. And I will ask you.
Let me ask you before you go. What do you know about B.D. Freeman? What was your research?
You collaborated with this other comedian named
really good.
with Eddie, Eddie somewhere, and you did a couple of movies that I can't remember the name. I did actually see your show. I did find your show on YouTube.
It's
on YouTube. See, I told you.
It's the YouTube original program.
Yeah, and I didn't watch anything because I had something to do during that time.
Wait a minute, you spent like the last half hour telling me how smart you were, and now you're gonna tell me, I didn't really have the time to be looking into your thing.
I was not smart. I wouldn't say I'm smart. I just do my work in school, and that's why I have the grades. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I told you it's not about learning anymore. It's just
not about learning. It's about the grade point.
It's about the grade point average.
Okay,
yeah.
I gotcha.
One of my friends.
Listen, you know what? I have to go, but I loved doing this this podcast.
I loved hearing you drink water.
This is the most fun I've had with my pants on in a podcast type scenario in the last 2 hours. So
the
thank you.
last 2 hours. That is great praise for me. Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning into today's episode, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
You hung in there.
Yeah, I did.
All right, man. We were swinging. We were swinging.
That was a good. I told you, I just wing it.